There comes a time in life when you find yourself at a crossroads. One path leads to more of the same, struggles, doubts, and dreams that never seem to materialize. The other path, it leads to the life you've always wanted, a life of abundance, freedom, and purpose. But let me tell you something most people never realize. The difference between these two paths is one thing: a decision. Not just any decision, a firm, unwavering, no-return kind of decision. A decision that says, I will no longer accept mediocrity, I will no longer live in fear. I will no longer let circumstances dictate my destiny. Successful people, those who turn their annual income into monthly income, are not necessarily smarter, luckier, or born into wealth. What sets them apart is their willingness to make a decision. They decide to believe in themselves before anyone else does. They decide to commit to their vision when the odds are stacked against them. They decide that no matter what happens, they will keep moving forward. The truth is, life doesn't change when you expect it to. It doesn't change when you want it to. It changes when you decide it will. And that decision, it starts today. Most people live their entire lives trapped in an invisible prison. A prison built not of steel but of beliefs. These beliefs were not chosen by them, they were inherited. Passed down from family, society, and the environment in which they grew up. And the most dangerous belief of all: the idea that wealth is only for a select few, that success is out of reach, that striving is just a part of life. But let me tell you something that will shake your soul. Everything you believe about money, success, and what you can achieve has been programmed into you. And if it has been programmed into you, it can be changed. Right now, your mind operates like a thermostat. If it is set to struggle, even if you make more money, you will find a way to lose it. If it is set to just enough, you will never get past that level. But if you reset it, if you change the temperature to wealth, abundance, and unlimited possibility, your entire life will change. Think about the richest people you know. They didn't just work harder. They didn't just get lucky. No, they think differently. They see the world differently. They expect wealth, they attract wealth, and they move with the confidence of someone who knows that success is inevitable. That's what you must do. And I know what you're thinking, but how do I change what I believe? You start by questioning everything. Challenge every thought that tells you, I can't, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes. Ask yourself, who told me that? Where did this belief come from? And most importantly, is it true? Because the truth is this: you were born without limits. The only thing keeping you small is the illusion of limitation. And illusions disappear the moment you stop believing in them. There comes a time in every person's life when they find themselves at a crossroads. One path is safe, familiar, the life you've always known, filled with the same struggles, the same excuses, the same limitations. The other path, it's uncertain, it's unfamiliar. It requires you to step into the unknown, but it holds everything you've ever wanted. Right now, you're at that crossroads, and you must decide. Do you stay the same, or do you finally step into the life you were meant to live? Most people hesitate. They wait for the perfect moment, for everything to line up perfectly. But let me tell you something that will change the way you view success forever. Successful people don't wait. They decide. They don't ask, can I do this? They declare, I will do this. That one decision, that one uncheckable decision, has the power to transform your entire existence. Think about it. Every great success story begins with a moment of decision. The moment someone says, I'm done. I'm not going to live like this anymore. It's the moment they burn the bridges to their old life and fully commit to their vision. And when you commit like that, truly commit, something incredible happens. The universe moves, opportunities appear. People, resources, and ideas that were previously invisible to you suddenly appear in your life. Not because they weren't there before, but because you finally tuned into a new frequency, one of certainty, one of unstoppable determination. But understand this: you can't wait for motivation to make the decision for you. You have to decide first. Motivation will come. Now, you have a choice. You can keep hoping, keep wishing, keep hoping, or you can decide, right here and now, that you will no longer accept a life of limitations. Make the decision. Step into your power. Your new life begins the moment you do. The world's greatest prison isn't made of steel bars or concrete walls, it's built inside your mind. And right now, without even realizing it, you may be locked inside. These are the chains of doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. They whisper to you, you're not smart enough, you're too late, people like you don't achieve great things. Lies. Every single one of them. Where did these beliefs come from? Maybe they were planted in you as a child, by teachers, parents, society. Maybe you've carried them around for so long that they feel like the truth. But let me ask you, have these beliefs served you? Have they made you rich, happy, and fulfilled? If not, then why do you continue to hold on to them? It's time to break free. The only difference between you and the person living the life of their dreams is that they dared to believe in a greater possibility. They refused to let their past define them. They broke the chains that told them they were small, unworthy, or incapable, and now it's your turn. Your mind is the battlefield, and your beliefs are the enemy. But here's the good news, you have the power to rewrite the script. You don't have to keep repeating the same old story of failure and struggle. You can create a new story, one where you rise above, one where you win. How? By changing what you focus on, by surrounding yourself with new influences, books, mentors, environments that uplift you. By feeding your mind the truth, you are limitless. When you make this shift, something incredible happens. The barriers that once seemed uncheckable suddenly crumble. You begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You begin to feel a power within you that has always been there, waiting to be unlocked. This is your moment. The key has been in your hands all along. Break the chains. Step into your new identity. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story you've been telling yourself. And today, that story changes forever. There comes a moment in every great success story when a person makes a decision so powerful, so absolute, that their life will never be the same again. This is your moment. Up until now, you may have hesitated. You've thought about success, dreamed about change, but something has always held you back. Doubts, fears, the illusion of security in staying where you are. But let me tell you something that will change your life. Success doesn't come to those who try. Success comes to those who decide. A real decision isn't just a wish. It's not just saying, I hope this works. A real decision is a commitment, an unwavering, unstoppable force that reshapes your reality. Think about it. Every extraordinary person you admire has made a decision that changed their life. Elon Musk didn't try to revolutionize space travel, he decided. Oprah Winfrey didn't wait to build an empire, she decided. What about you? You're just one decision away from a completely different life. So, let me ask you, what do you want? Not what you think you can get. Not what others expect of you. What do you really want? Decide that from this moment forward, you will no longer accept mediocrity. That you will no longer let fear dictate your choices. That you are worthy of the wealth, success, and freedom you desire. Burn the boats. Eliminate the exit strategy. Give yourself no choice but to succeed. When you decide with that level of certainty, the universe moves. Opportunities appear. Resources flow to you. Doors open. Because the moment you decide, totally, completely, without hesitation, you send a signal, not just to the world, but to yourself. And when you truly believe in your decision, nothing can stop you. This is your turning point. This is the day you stop waiting for success and start demanding it. Not tomorrow, not someday. Right now, the power is in your hands. Decide and don't look back. You've made the decision, but now something deeper needs to change. Because let's be honest, if just making a decision were enough, everyone would be wildly successful. The real battle, it's not in the outside world. It's inside you, in the hidden layers of your mind, where your deepest beliefs about money, success, and self-worth live. And here's the truth. Your subconscious mind is either your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Right now, you have mental programs, deeply ingrained beliefs, about money and success. These programs were installed long before you realized it. From childhood, from society, from past failures. They whisper things like, money is hard to come by. I'm not smart enough. Success is for other people, not me. Double quotes. And without even realizing it, these thoughts are sabotaging you. You can work hard, you can take action, but if your subconscious is programmed for scarcity, you will always find a way to fight. But hear me out, you were not born to fight. Wealth is not something you pursue, it's something you align yourself with. You don't fight for success, you become the kind of person who attracts success. And this transformation happens first in your mind. So how do you rewrite these old, limiting beliefs? Repetition, emotion, absolute certainty. 1. Speak your new reality into existence. Every day, affirm your new identity. I am rich. I am successful. I attract abundance effortlessly. 2. Visualize your future as if it were happening right now. Feel the emotions of success before it arrives. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. 3. Surround yourself with success. Stop listening to broke people. Elevate your environment. Read books, consume content, and connect with people who think big. Because here's the secret. Your subconscious doesn't care what's true. It only believes what you tell it over and over again. And when you command your mind to see wealth as your natural state, everything changes. Your actions change. Your energy attracts new opportunities. Your world reshapes itself to match your new identity. You are reprogramming yourself for wealth, success, and unstoppable momentum. Keep going. You've reprogrammed your mind. You've aligned your subconscious with wealth. But now, there's one thing that separates the dreamers from the doers: action. Because here's the truth. No amount of positive thinking will change your life if you don't take action. The universe responds to movement. You can sit in meditation, visualize millions in your bank account, repeat affirmations all day long, but if you don't take a single step forward, nothing happens. Success belongs to those who move. And this is where most people fail. They hesitate. They wait for the perfect moment. They want certainty before they act. But hear me out, certainty comes from action, not the other way around. You don't have to have it all figured out, you just have to start. Because action creates momentum, and momentum creates opportunity. Look at the most successful people in the world. They didn't wait. They took risks. They kept going, even when they were scared. Think about it. The person who starts a business, even when they don't have all the answers, is 1,000 times more likely to succeed than the person who waits for the right moment. The person who applies for their dream job, even when they don't feel qualified, is already ahead of those who never try. The person who invests, who learns, who puts themselves in the right rooms, creates their own luck. This is your moment. Right now, you have a choice. You can get comfortable, do nothing, and stay right where you are. Or you can take a bold step, even a small one, and put yourself on the path to wealth and success. Because here's the secret. It's not about making huge leaps overnight. It's about consistent, relentless forward movement. Every action you take, every decision, every habit, every risk, sends a signal to the universe that you are serious about success. And when the universe sees you moving, it responds with opportunities you never imagined. So, ask yourself, what can I do right now, today, to get closer to my dream? Now do it. No hesitation, no waiting. Take action and watch the world change around you. You know what you want. You've defined your vision. You've even started taking action. But suddenly, out of nowhere, something pulls you back. Fear creeps in, doubt whispers in your ear. You feel resistance, and it's so strong it almost paralyzes you. This is the moment that defines everything. Because here's what most people don't understand. Resistance is not a signal to stop. It's a signal to try harder. The greater the resistance, the closer you are to a breakthrough. Think about it. Every wildly successful person you admire, every entrepreneur, artist, visionary, they all faced enormous resistance before they broke through. Elon Musk, who was ridiculed before he changed the automotive and space industries. Oprah Winfrey was told she was not right for television. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before the world discovered Harry Potter. What if they had let resistance win? What if you had let resistance win? You have to understand, resistance is just an illusion. It's the subconscious mind trying to protect you. It's ancient programming screaming, "This isn't safe, stay where you are." But let me tell you, greatness is never found in comfort zones. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't. The successful ones feel the resistance and take action anyway. So, when doubt creeps in, keep moving. When fear paralyzes you, take the next step. When everything in you screams, go back, lean forward. Because the moment you overcome resistance, the moment you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your fears, is when the universe opens the floodgates. This is where your old self dies and your new self is born. So don't stop. Not now, not ever, because your breakthrough. It's on the other side of RESISTNC. There comes a time when you have to decide, are you just interested or committed? Because there is a world of difference between the two. When you are interested, you act when it is convenient. You work on your goals when you feel motivated. You move forward only when the conditions are perfect. But when you are committed, nothing, and I mean nothing, will stop you. You don't wait for motivation, you create it. You don't make excuses, you find solutions. You don't hesitate, you act, even when fear grips your chest. Commitment is not just about working hard, it is about burning the bridges to your old life. It is about making a decision so powerful, so absolute, that there is no turning back. Think of a warrior on the battlefield. If he leaves an escape route, he can run when the going gets tough. But if he burns the bridge behind him, if he removes all the exits, he has only one option left: win. That's the mindset of champions. Every person who has transformed their life has done this. They drew a line in the sand and said, "I will never be broke again. I will never let fear control my life again. I will do whatever it takes to succeed." So, ask yourself, what bridges do you need to burn? The bridge to your limiting beliefs, the bridge to toxic relationships, the bridge to the job that keeps you stuck in mediocrity. The moment you fully commit, when you decide that success is not an option, but a requirement, the universe will rearrange itself to meet you. You will find doors where there were only walls before. You will attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right ideas. Because here's the truth, life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're committed to. So, commit with every fiber of your being. Burn the bridges. And watch as the world bends in your favor.